Alright guys, so this week I want to talk about how to fix your shoulder pain. Now we're going to go over 2 exercises that I want you to do daily, and basically keep on doing them until your pain in your shoulder significantly reduces, or even it might go completely. And then this is going to be probably a 3 or 4 part series where we'll move on from these exercises and start showing you some more advanced variations and different exercises to strengthen your shoulder and scapula further, which will really help in hopefully getting rid of all your shoulder pains and bulletproofing your shoulders. So any other training that you do, they're going to be really protected and you're not going to have that issue again. So the first exercise that I want to go over is the dumbbell external rotation, and we're going to do this in the seated position with your elbow resting on your knee. I'll just put a screenshot up now of the reps and the tempo that we're going to do, so feel free to pause that if you missed it. But it's really important that we focus on the technique with this exercise and never working through pain, only doing it with the correct tempo and weight that allows you to be pain-free. So now I'm just going over some technique points first. So as you can see, you don't want your shoulder to come forward, like I'm showing you in the video there. We want to keep your shoulder back and down. So if you missed that, rewind it, but I will show you again in the next clip. We want to make sure we're keeping our shoulder back and down, not letting it come forward, and really trying to activate your back muscles. So think about the muscles covering your shoulder blade of the particular arm that you're working. Now I've just reduced the weight just to show you, like, you might have to start out with 1 kilo, or even I've got a 1/2 kilo plate on the ground there. And this is just to stick with that rule of you're not going to work through any pain. So you need to figure out what you can use and not feel any pain in your shoulder. Now this might just be doing the movement without anything in your hand. You might just have to do the movement on its own. And if that's the case, that's cool. Eventually you will be able to build up to do some weight, like I'm just holding 1/2 kilo there, and you will be able to progress. And as your shoulder progresses and you don't work through pain and it keeps getting stronger, you're going to see a significant decrease in your shoulder pain, and your shoulder health is just going to get much stronger. So this is the side angle, so you can see I'm keeping my shoulder back and down and really trying to think about activating my scapula and external rotator muscles to do the exercise. So yeah, you don't want your shoulder popping forward like that. To reduce that, so you guys might have some mobility issues, so I'm just showing you there, like if your shoulder's popping forward at the bottom, then you're going too low. I just want you to do the range of motion that you can do as low as you can, but keeping that shoulder back. So if it's just there, then that's all you do, and then that's going to improve over time as well. So yeah, that's key, guys. Never working through pain and focusing on your technique is going to be important, because you're going to be doing these exercises every day. Now, there's a bit of a tempo that I want you to follow, and that tempo is 3 seconds on the way down. Sorry, I'm just showing you another exercise here, but I'll just talk about that tempo first. So that tempo is 3 seconds on the way down, 2-second pause as low as you can without your shoulder coming forward, and then basically just lifting the weight back up within 1 second, and then pausing at the top. All right. So if you need to go back and have a look at that, you'll see I lower the weight roughly 3 seconds, have a pause at the bottom for 2 seconds, then I'm lifting it back up and then pausing at the top. And you're going to do that tempo for every rep, and we're going to do 10 to 15 reps. All right. Now, the second exercise that we're going to do is the active hang. Now, I want to accumulate 5 minutes every day. So if you have to do that in 10 to 20 second holds, then that's cool. That's what you're going to do. And you just rest as needed and do that until you've accumulated your 5 minutes. If you can do a bit longer, then that's really good too. Do longer. But same again, we're not working through pain. So just stick to that rule and you'll be fine. I'm going to show you some other progressions to make this a bit easier, because the hanging your full body weight, depending on how heavy you are, might be a bit too hard to start with. So you can use a bench like I am there, and keep your feet on the bench to take some of your weight out. And basically you can scale that by, lifting one leg, so you're adding a little bit more weight as you go. But same again, you got to start where you're not feeling any pain and progress from there. Now I'll just talk about the actual technique with the hang. It's called an active hang. So in the next clip, you'll see that I'm pulling my shoulder blades down, basically pulling your shoulders away as far as you can from your ears, and you're gonna try and activate your lats. So you should feel it in the side of your body, in your back muscles, and they're the muscles that you should feel working. Now this is another scaling option. If you find hanging vertically, even assisting with your legs and taking some of your body weight, is hurting still, then we need to scale it to a ring row hold. And you can see there, you want to pull your shoulders back and down like I just did then, and that's what you're going to hold. If you find your shoulders creeping forward or your hips dropping, then you're going to stop and have a rest until you can get back in that correct position. Now to make it harder, you just walk further under the rings. You can have your legs bent, that makes it a bit harder. That's the position there, you're holding that active position, not a passive position. If you extend your legs, that's going to make it harder. And then obviously you can even elevate your feet. But I don't show you that in this video, but you could do that. That would be the next progression. And then obviously you can go to the vertical hang. So yeah, watch here. You're gonna see that I'm pulling my shoulders away from my ears and starting in that active position. And I'm just gonna hang. And so yeah, you don't want your shoulders in that passive position where they're near your ears. You wanna pull them away. And then you're just gonna hold that as long as you can. If you feel them creeping to your ears, then just step down, have a rest, and keep doing that until you accumulate your 5 minutes, guys. All right, cool. So yeah, I want you to do that every day if you can, and let me know how you go.